How's it going, guys? My name is Jerry with Aesthetic Auto Detailing. Today we're going to talk about how to avoid getting water spots while detailing. I know we talked about it last video or 2 videos ago, but this is going to be a little more in depth. We're going to talk about O&R, and we're going to talk a little bit about Ultra Clean as well.
For people who don't know, Jerry, what's O&R?
It stands for Optimum No Rinse. It's a very, very popular product. I came about it years ago on YouTube, but at the time I just felt like I didn't have a need for it until one time some of my VIP clients, they wanted me to do rinseless washes in the garage because I work on them once a week, and even when it rains they still want me there every single time. So I took the leap of faith, I bought O&R, and I love the product.
Right. And how are you going to be applying it for the first application?
All right, so how we're gonna use it today is, it's a very hot day. I usually just use my normal soap because it's pH neutral, it's got some wax in it. But I wanted to make this video for you guys and show you how I use the O&R. We're gonna put it in the buckets. We use it for the foam cannon, and it's gonna help, prevent water spots. I am using spot-free water, but I'm just gonna let you guys know how I use it. This video is mainly for like newer detailers. If you're having problems, you're struggling with like water spots, I'm gonna show you how to use it. But experienced detailers, do you guys use O&R? Let me know down in the comments below.
Hey, so I heard on the streets, Jerry, that it's very dilutable.
Yeah, it is. It's very dilutable. It's very concentrated. That's one thing that I noticed. I remember before I even started my business, I was watching videos on like O&R, and they were just saying there's so many uses for it. You could use it for to clean windows. You can use it for quick detail, as a foam cannon, spotless rinse, just everything, guys. It's a great product.
Yo, Jerry, the car's beating pretty good, man.
Oh yeah?
You think that's the O&R, or is that something else?
I washed this car about a month ago and I used a Defender. Yeah, because my client was telling me that, it kind of just sits here. It's wanting a little bit of protection. I offered like a ceramic coating, but he was like, oh, let's hold off for right now. So I mentioned Defender. He loves it. He said that it looks pretty clean. So it's a black car. You can see when it gets dirty. But that's the first thing I noticed when I started rinsing it off. It was beating off. It's pretty nice.
All right, Jerry. So, have you ever been put in a situation where O&R came to the rescue?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was working at a client's vehicle one time. I was at their house. We're cleaning like door jambs, little spots, and I ran out of quick detail. And so I knew I had O&R on me. So what I did was I just, put a little bit in a bottle, filled the rest of it with water, used it like that. And then it came in handy. And that's one thing that I love about O&R is its multiple uses.
Right, Jerry, so let's say somebody doesn't have DI water. What can they do? Like, how could they mix it up?
So,
put it in a bucket, put it in the spray bottle. What would you say?
All right, so if you don't have DI water at all, I've seen other detailers, what they like to do is they like to put a couple of caps, like they fill up their tank with the hard water or whatever, and then they do that, and they just try to mix it. Because it says on the bottle, on the gallon, that you could use it as a water softener also. I like to put it in my bucket sometimes. Like if I'm going to use it as, for today, I put it in my buckets also. Because if you're going to be using it in the foam cannon, but then your bucket is with like different soap, kind of defeats the purpose, So that's what I like to do.
All right, Jerry, since we're talking about summer, water spots, any tips for any new detailers about detailing in the heat?
Yeah, so obviously if you guys can, work in the shade, work under a canopy, wait for it to get cooler, use O&R, or most basic, idea of them all is pH neutral soap. If you use that, that'll help out a lot. But if you're gonna still be using hard water soap, it might be a little rough. Really, it just kind of circles back to like either O&R. I'm sure there's other water softeners out there, but that's the main one I use. But let me know, guys, if you guys have any tips or comments on how to detail in the heat, let us know down in the comments below.
All right, Jerry, so talking about water spots, man, this vehicle right here has a lot right there in the chrome.
Yep.
What's the game plan?
Well, I mean, they just wanted a regular exterior wash. These are my maintenance clients. He just purchased this vehicle not too long ago for when he has like guests over, for family and all that. They have something to drive. But for the sake of the video, I mean, we might just go ahead and do it. I'm not sure.
All right, man. So when you see water spots, what's the first thing you look at?
I touch them. I check to see like how, you know, how bad it is. Because sometimes you could just clay bar, you know, like just like clay them off. But if they're really, really rough, I'll try to like clay it off as much as possible, kind of smoothing it out. Cause it's happened. It's happened to where I'll smooth them out and then I use like a chemical and they come off. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, let's check it out.
All right.
All right, Jerry. So first things first, what chemical are you gonna be using?
So I'm gonna be using the Spot Off by Ultra Clean. It's already diluted.
It comes diluted or you dilute it?
No, so I dilute it. I originally bought this like, you know, like filled up, it was already concentrated and everything. But it does say in the back, you know, directions, what it diluted to and all that stuff. I've already used this bottle a couple times. So what I do is I just fill it up from my gallons that I have at home. And then I'll just dilute the rest, like to my liking, obviously.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. And how bad are the water spots in your opinion?
I mean, they look like they've been on here for a little bit, honestly. So, I mean, like we said, we weren't planning on doing them, but we're just going to do it so we could kind of show you guys how I do it. What I like to do is I like to just spray it onto an applicator. I feel like the chemical is very, like harsh to the nozzles and everything. So every once in a while, I do have to swap them out. So I'm just going to have to do this. I feel like maybe it eats at the plastic. You guys see? I'm just going to work on this little area right here. Just gonna work it in.
No direct sunlight?
No direct sunlight. I try not to do it, especially when it's really hot out. I try to, you know, be mindful about it. But I do try to like work it in, and then I like to let it sit for like 30 seconds. All right, so I think it's ready. We'll spray my quick detail. Just like that, guys. Looks brand new.
Damn, Jerry, that worked magic right there.
Yeah, I'm telling you guys, it works great, man. I mean, it's a lot cheaper than a lot of other chemicals that I've tried. And you guys saw, I just worked it in, let it sit for like 30 seconds, and it gets it done. I've tried quite a few. I've tried chemical guys. I've tried a couple other brands. This one works the best for me.
Got it, man. And now, so people have an idea, the new detailers. Is this a freebie, an upsell, depending on the package?
100% an upsell. I guess a package that it could be included in is maybe like a ceramic coating, maybe like a buff and wax or paint correction or something, if it's on the paint. Or you could just mention to the client like, hey, look, I see, like for example, this is on the paint, this is on chrome. So you can mention to your client like, hey, I see that you have this and that. I can charge you this much for, you know, X amount. Because if it's gonna be all over the whole car, it's gonna be a whole lot of extra work, and we're not working for free, guys. So and you gotta use a lot of product, you gotta take some extra steps. So I would say it's definitely an upsell.
And now one thing you do is you like doing like test areas.
Oh yeah, I like to show my clients. It's been brought to my attention that not a lot of detailers like to do that because obviously they just want to, you know, the money. I've had clients tell me that, oh, you're the only detailer that's offered to like demonstrate it for me. And one, it's to kind of put the client at ease, to know what they're paying for, to know that I can get the job done for them. But two, you don't want to just agree to it, say, yeah, I'll take care of it, and the job's harder than what you thought, you know, because then you look bad. All right, guys, so that's what I think about O&R. You guys also saw how easily I removed water spots with Spot Off by Ultra Clean. And if you guys have any questions, drop it down in the comments below. And of course, if you guys need a detailer in the LA area, OCIE, make sure to contact me.